yourself dry. You think you see someone behind you. Maybe you just imagine it. You keep on walking with your head down into the gated community where you are visiting. The man continues to follow you. Is that a gun you see? You are Trayvon Martin, a teenager who had a life ahead of you, dead clear of you, just because of the color of your skin. Discrimination is an enormous problem that our world faces. We should not ignore it and say that everything is fine now. We must find a solution. In my vision of the future, everyone is treated equally. There's not a world where we are blind to the differences of others. We would accept everyone for who they are and not try to hide it or create a false sense of equality. We would talk about what makes us different and it would not be taboo. The road to this accepting, loving world will be hard, but we will hopefully get there one day. I think our path to this world of equality would begin with us teaching children about what is going on in the world around them and why. If they learn about other cultures, they will be able to understand them better. If students are able to understand a culture, then they will be able to accept that culture. When I was in 4th grade, we had a girl who had up until that point in her life lived in Syria in our class. She was excluded from groups, did not have friends, and couldn't speak English. When I talked to her, I realized there was nothing wrong with her. She was just like everyone else. She played basketball. She was just like your regular American girl. One day, I was listening to some of the girls in my class talk at lunch, and I realized why she was not being welcomed. One of those girls asked a seemingly simple question. What is Syria? She had no idea about the terrible civil war that was being waged as we spoke. She did not understand where this girl had come from. I saw then that the kids that didn't accept her were not being perfectly malicious. They simply did not understand who she was and why she was here. She was a strange foreign girl from a strange foreign land. They were uneducated on the world. This question took me by surprise at first. The answer seemed obvious to me at the time. I thought about the events of lunch later that day, and then I realized why this question seemed so odd to me. I myself have kept up with the news. I was up to date on global events. This ignorance in our community is also evident when it comes to my parents. My parents were both born in India. Due to the fact that they were born in India, many people ask whether my parents speak English. It may not sound like that bad of a question at face value, but you must think about it to see its faults. These people are asking if my father, who works at Pfizer and has spent the majority of his life in America, speaks the language of the country. They're asking if my mother, who is an accountant and interacts with American clients every day, speaks English. You may be thinking, maybe they don't know this information, and you are right on that part. But the root of this misconception is their lack of knowledge. They are judging my parents' education, or lack thereof, by their looks. They do not know that English is being taught to all students in India. They do not understand that my aunt, who has never stepped foot on a plane, can speak English. I feel that this is basic information. They think that Indians are not as educated as people who live in America. They do not understand that other countries are intelligent, well-educated, and not all poor. I feel this is the fault of the education system, but I can see from my own classroom that we are working to improve this. My teachers are teaching us about different cultures. In my own world geography class, we have talked about stereotypes and how to look beyond them. Children are not the only ones in our society that have these blinders on. I have had 2 teachers that have not known the full story about something. The first time this happened, one of my teachers was under the impression that Hinduism was part of Islam. Though she did not directly teach the classes, she asked me and my 2 Hindu friends. I was taken by surprise to the fact that this teacher taught social studies. I didn't know how to react. My 2 Hindu friends shared my shock. I told my mother what had occurred at school that day, and she was taken aback as well. She then sent the teacher an email with a chart explaining the difference between Hinduism and Islam. The teacher was happy to gain the knowledge and thanked us. On another occasion, one of my teachers was talking about how there is discrimination in other countries. He decided to use India as an example. He said that Indians have a caste system, as in, like, present tense, and that the lower castes are treated terribly. Unlike last time, he was not a young teacher, but an old and hopefully experienced teacher. I immediately raised my hand in rebuttal. This claim was false. There was a caste system in India, but it has faded out because further education has taught the people that no matter what work you do, everyone is human. And even if it is still enforced, it is there in rural India the way there is still racism in the rural areas of the South. I told my teacher this information, he brushed me off. He was also under the impression that the people of highest caste cannot marry the caste below them. This again is not true. We have two close family friends, and one of them is a higher caste while the other is a lower caste. This claim made my friend, my family, and I upset because he did not listen to the truth. This problem would not have arose if he was correctly informed and just simply used the present tense, used the past tense. These events made me think about how this ignorance could cause violence. Take, for example, the attacks on Paris. My French teacher told us that the attackers were just a sick group of fanatics. They're not to be associated with any religion or country. If someone was unaware of this information and thought that ISIS was affiliated with, for example, Islam, this could cause them to bully someone who they know is Muslim, but has not committed any offense other than practice their religion. This misconception could lead to violence. What if those students who didn't treat that Syrian girl well treated her like a normal new kid? What if that teacher who thought there was still a caste system in India listened to the evidence presented in front of him? What if the man who shot Trayvon Martin didn't act based on stereotypes? These are examples of different kinds of ignorance. Those kids did not know about this situation in Syria, while that teacher had a preconceived misconception. Maybe if he learned about other cultures when he was younger, he wouldn't have had this misconception. Think about it.